Yeah, it's been a little bit foreign to us. We've come out of games over the last month, a little bit sore and sorry, but we're really pleased to get a 7-goal victory. Brisbane were pretty good last week against Port Adelaide, we thought, and we knew it was going to be a tough battle, but we had a really good start to the game and just allowed them back in. We just controlling the game halfway through the second quarter and couldn't capitalise on our inside 50 opportunities, and Brisbane scored, I think, 3 late goals in the second quarter that just made it a lot tighter contest. And same sort of thing in the third quarter. We got out to a 4 or 5 goal lead and then allowed them back in the contest late in the quarter again. So it was really pleasing that we ran the game out hard and scored really well in the last quarter.
David Hale's performance, you must be pleased with that. It's always important to have a second sort of tall marking option.
Yeah, and we had a spread of goal kickers down there. Yeah, Whitecross kicked 3 as well, and little Poppy chimed in with a couple of goals as well. So that's pleasing that it's not such a huge focus on Lance kicking our goals. And he kicked 3 when he had an interrupted week, Buddy, with obviously his preparation, and he's had 26 touches and kicked 3 goals. He's really important to our structure, and he didn't dominate by any stretch, but made a really solid contribution in the victory, and really pleased now that he'll be able to rest himself up and get himself right for a couple of weeks against Melbourne.
At what stage of the week did you know he was definitely going to play?
Oh, probably the next day. He was able to walk okay the day after the game on Monday, and he's such an optimistic character, and he felt he was going to be right from early on in the week, and but. It was probably midweek. Once he was able to truly run on it and twist and turn a bit, then he felt he was going to be right. But so we probably didn't confirm it until Thursday, to be fair. But he knew early in the week that he was going to be a real good chance to play.
You seemed to have a real intent right from the outset, pushing pretty hard up and back.
Yeah, he had a really good first quarter, and that got him into the game and helped us get away to a fine start. But we just lost our way a little bit through the middle of the game, and really pleasing that we finished hard at the end.
So you Gibson pretty good on Browning today?
Yeah, it was a really good contest. Brown's an outstanding footballer and obviously has been for a long period of time. So it was a really good battle. He still kicked 3 goals, Brown, and obviously missed one right there at the end that he'd normally kick quite easily. But we thought Gibbo battled really well for us and repelled a lot of Brisbane's attack. So it was a great battle. But we really thought that for Brisbane to win the game, Brown probably needed to have a 5 or 6 goal game, and for Gibbo to restrict him in that regard was really pleasing for us.
Would you be confident of perhaps Rioli and Sewell playing 2 weeks?
Yeah. Listen, both those guys are really touch and go, and if we'd have continued to perhaps play, we got a bye next week, so if we'd have continued to play week after week, we probably nearly would have pushed them a little bit harder to try and play this game. So we'd expect that they'll be good as gold for the Melbourne game in a couple of weeks. We just really need to get some. It's not so much the quality. Obviously, those players are very important to us, but it's just the quantity. We just need to get a greater depth of players back, and Ryan Showmaker should be available again after the break, and a couple of other boys as well. So that'll help us in terms of our depth. That if we do have a couple of guys that fall over for whatever reason in the last part of the year, then we've got some good players to go to.
Does that the injury situation, the way it is at the moment, how it has evolved over the last few weeks, does that dictate how you treat everyone else on the list during the next week?
Yeah, it does. It's really difficult because it's really tough to manage with both your VFL side and AFL side. I think the VFL teams have 3 byes through the year, and your AFL side has 2 byes in the year. So there's five games throughout the course of the year where both sides aren't playing on the same weekend. So the management of your list is paramount, but enormously difficult because of those contingencies. So we've had to be a little bit mindful of not playing some guys on various weeks. You've got the complication too of when you travel interstate, you need to take a traveller with you too, because just in case someone gets sore or is ill. So that compounds it even further. But we've worked really hard to this point of the season. Our young blokes have done an outstanding job filling in some of the roles for the more seasoned players as they've got injured. And we go into the break 11-4 and recharge the batteries a little bit this week and get ready for a pretty big assault in the last part of the season.